So this is a stryker stretcher. This is a manual stretcher. You know that by looking here on the hand. You notice there's not any buttons. This one is powered by you. That's how you get it up and down. The stryker, one thing that stryker has done is they've added a color, the red color. Generally anything that's red moves or moves something on the stretcher. So put it in Trendelenburg, raises the legs up, pull the lever, and it lets the stretcher go down. Look over here on the rails. There's a red under here. Grab it, drop the stretcher rails down. Has that on both sides. I'm gonna push it through so you can see up here. Up here on the head, you stick your hand in, you can grab the red lever right there. That raises the head. This is hydraulic. There's not any notches, so you can raise it, lower it, and position it in pretty much any position, period. You also have the basket up here where you can have, a lot of times you'll have oxygen supplies up here. Sometimes the emesis basin, or we call them puke bags, are great things to have here handy. So you're right here at the head. But you can also put patient belongings and anything else that you need as you're transporting. You have the same thing in the lower portion of the stretcher. Just gives you an extra place to add patient belongings or something else that you need to carry. But if you look back up here at the head of the stretcher, there is this red lever here. Lift up, pull the lever, and it drops the stretcher down. So navigating tight corners, you can set the stretcher up, and this is as short as the stretcher will get. So if you can't get this in, then you're going to have to go to a stair chair or some other form getting the patient in and out. Raise that up. If I can get the ladies to come help me. Just one on each end. Now, to raise this stretcher, camera, if you'll come around here, there's a handle right here. Again, it's red. You have to squeeze it to raise it. When the stretcher is what I call naked, there's nobody on it, then you can probably pull that. If you got a good grip, you can probably pull that lever and the stretcher will drop out from under you. If there's a patient on it, it's almost impossible to pull that. You have to take the weight of the stretcher off before you pull the lever. So that's what we're going to demonstrate here. You'll see when the ladies go to lift, let's move it down about halfway. Don't go any further than that. You'll notice the first thing they're going to do, they'll communicate, they'll raise the stretcher.
Good? Yep. Okay. Raise it. 1, 2, 3.
So you take the weight of the patient off, lift it, and then you can squeeze the handle. It's generally done in one motion all at the same time. But the other thing is, this is not hydraulic. So there are notches. You have to get it in a notch. So you'll notice when, this time we're going to move it, and you'll notice they'll have to, when she lets go of that, they'll have to move it back and forth until they find a notch. So let's go down, because the biggest drop is, I think, the next notch down.
Ready? Go lift. 1, 2, 3.
There you go. There you go. Okay, come back up. Let's go about halfway.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
That was a perfect one. You could see in that one where she let go of it and they had to move back and forth and wait for the stretcher to lock before they let go of it. It's really important, the concept that we talk about covering 4 corners. Make sure you keep your hands on all 4 corners, one hand on each corner as you do that. And don't let go, especially with the manual stretcher, until you've checked it and you're sure that it's locked and caught. Because that has happened. It's happened to me where you let go of the stretcher and it drops because the notches are not caught, especially if a stretcher is not well greased or something like that. Other than that, ladies, did I miss anything?
No.
Very good. So that's your stryker stretcher.